Hello everybody. Well, my lathe was broken for a little while, but fortunately I got some parts, and I wouldn't say it's 100% fixed, as you'll hear, but it's definitely running better than it was. So this week I'm gonna see what I can do with this white oak Burl that Uncle Mo sent me. If you see Uncle Mo in the comment section of my videos, give him a thumbs up for me. I sure appreciate his generosity. So all I'm doing here is just making this burl into a nice round, and then I'm going to flatten out the bottom of it. The hole you see there is, well, it's a mistake I made. I drilled a shallow hole on the bottom side, thinking I was going to make this bowl in a different direction, and then I corrected myself. Decided to go for a natural edge instead of a flat round edge. Hopefully you can hear that my lathe is running better. It's still making a little bit of noise. I think it still has bearing issues. But I replaced part of the Reeves drive, which is what holds the belt. When you change speed, it just expands and contracts and just makes the belt ride differently. Anyways, the Reeves drive mounted directly to the motor shaft. It was all loose. The motor shaft is made of steel, and the Reeves drive parts are made of soft aluminum, which to me doesn't make any sense at all, but those aluminum parts just basically wore out. So I replaced both of those, and I replaced the belt, and hopefully I'll get another year's worth of use out of this lathe before I have to buy another. We'll see how it goes. I'm feeling pretty good about it though. So in this burl, there's a whole bunch of bark inclusions, and I don't want to lose those. I'd rather keep the bark inclusions than have holes in the bowl, although that would look good too. I'm just going to stabilize everything with thin super glue or CA glue. I just put a nice thick coating on there and let the bark soak the stuff up, and it soaked up quite a bit. And what I'm spraying there is just super glue accelerator. I started sanding at about 150 because I did a pretty good job at making it smooth with the gouge. And then, as usual, I raise the grain with denatured alcohol. And once that dries, start sanding again at about 220, up to 500 grit. And then I applied, I think, 3 coats of OB Shine Juice. And I'll put a card up above. You can click on that to see the original OB Shine Juice video done by Captain Eddie Castellan. Okay, well, let's take a look at what you all have been up to. So much talent in this audience. I'm always amazed. Bill Allport made these. Isn't that gorgeous? That's just an outstanding natural edge bowl right there. Beautiful English walnut. Ryan Harrison made these. Ryan, you've got an artist's eye. I can tell just by looking at that bowl. And this is a beautiful Burl bowl right here. Good work. Ed Parker made these. These are just gorgeous. Ed's got a YouTube channel. It's called Wolf Ridge Woodworking. And I would appreciate it if you all would go over there and subscribe to his channel. Tell him I sent you. He's quite talented. Now I want to take the time to thank all of my subscribers, old and new. I sure appreciate you helping my channel grow. I just can't thank you enough. Kind of a camera illusion going on here. I actually sped this up to 1500 RPMs, but it looks like the lathe is spinning slower for some reason. Interesting. Something I want to try and explain as I'm doing this natural edge is how I approach the edge. What I'm doing here is I'm aiming at the edge with the bevel side of the gouge. In other words, the gouge angle, not the gouge angle, the bevel angle on the bottom of the gouge is going towards the edge of the bowl in a parallel fashion. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Parallel with the inside wall of the bowl, or the intended angle of the inside wall of the bowl. Just approach it really slow. Hold it nice and steady. Here's a good look at it. And that'll keep it from catching and ripping off the bark. And it will also give you a nice smooth entry into the inside of that bowl. I'm fairly certain I just made that sound a lot more complicated than it needed to be, but that's alright. 3/16. Sorry about that glare, but I'm just hitting all the bark, all the inclusions one more time from the inside. And that's before I sand it up and put the final finish on it. And this is what it looked like right before I put that OB shine juice on there. And unfortunately, my camera cut out. Sorry about that, but here's what it looks like. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. Let me know what you think. Once again, I want to thank Uncle Mo for sending me this white oak burl and 3 other beautiful chunks of wood that I'll be working with eventually. Look at the grain inside this burl. Isn't that beautiful? Thanks for watching. Semper Fi.